5-game losing streak, 1-13 overall and 0-3 in conference play. Let's get a look at the starting lineups for the New York Tech Bears, coming off that 82-71 loss at Post University on Thursday. Tim Dawson played pretty well in that game with 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And Marcus St. Fursey had a season-high 24 points on 50% shooting. Opong Bramble tied his season-high with 14 points in the loss. Lorena Stonkus had a season-high 14, and then Kianis Owens to round out the starting 5. So let's see if the Bears' offense can stay hot in this game. Now for the Mercy Mavericks, 3-10 overall and 1-2 in ECC play. Coming off a 16-point loss at Adelphi last Wednesday, led by third-year head coach Michael Munchko. It's Nakeem Hamilton and Davon Cuffey, the two transfers, a pair of juniors who are averaging just over 21 points per game between the two of them. They've made a huge impact on this Mavericks team this year. And Lamont Williams Jr., Amadou Kamara, and of course Brian Griffin, a first-team ECC selection last year, averaging 17.5 points per game, which is fourth in the league, leads the league in rebounds. Just over 12.5 rebounds per game this season. So it's going to be a tough matchup on the interior for the Bears to see how they limit Brian Griffin, who leads the team in points, rebounds, blocks, and field goal percentage. The officials for tonight's game are Michael Evans, Matthew Deshane, and Jason Kijik. The Bears actually hold the all-time series against Mercy, 67-18 all-time against the Mavericks, with the first meeting going back to 1975. The Bears won 17 of the first 18 matchups. However, Mercy has won the past 4 meetings. The Bears looking for their first win against the Mavericks since February of 2017. We're on their way from Old Westbury. Miscommunication that time between Dawson and Owens, but the Bears able to set up offense. Here's St. Fursey on the drive, the kick out. Dawson extra feed. Stonkus quick trigger, in and out on the 3. Nakeem Hamilton, the junior from the Bronx, has the rebound out in transition. Gets it to Williams, and now it's Hamilton, who's in his first year with the Mercy after transferring from Hostos Community College in the Bronx, where he was a 1,000-point scorer and has 500 career assists in his 2 years. There's Brian Griffin being guarded by Owens. Griffin across the lane. Hook shot won't go. And St. Fursey controls the rebounds. Dawson on the stutter step. Bramble gives it back to Dawson. Mid-range J. Can't hit. Here's Hamilton. Inside the lane. Hangs in traffic. Can't finish. Stonkus gets it out to St. Fursey. 3-on-2 for the Bears. St. Fursey the kick. Dawson left wide open for 3. Tim Dawson, 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists against Post on Thursday. He's had 10 points in 2 of the past 3 games. As Hamilton can't hit the 3. Also another good sign from Dawson, has 9 total assists in the past 2 games. He got off to a good start this year with a whole bunch of assists in the first couple of games, but really just went on a dry spell facilitating the basketball. And of course there's going to be some growing pains as a freshman. And with how much Evan Conti is expecting him to do, as Dawson misfires on the 3 and rebound controlled by Williams. Here's Kamara into the lane, and he's fouled. But Evan Conti told me before the game that Dawson's at his best when he plays fast. He's been trying too much to set up the offense and wait for guys to get back offensively. But Dawson's at his best when he just goes. from the corner, and Williams is off on the 3 ball. Dawson pushing the tempo. St. Fercy, quick trigger, in and out on the 3. Griffin has the rebound. Griffin had 300 rebounds as a redshirt sophomore last season, which set the single-season program record for Mercy. First-team ECC selection last year. Also led the conference in field goal percentage last year, shooting just under 56%, and he hits that long, too, for the first points of the night for the Mavericks. St. Fercy being guarded by Hamilton. Dawson gives to Bramble. He'll take the long 2. Back iron. Cuffey faces, can't hit the 3. Bramble has the rebound. Mercy has already taken three three-point shots tonight. The Bears have taken 4. They're 1 for 4. Owens the lob inside. Bramble battling in the paint and gets the finger roll. Well, Bramble has scored 14 points in 2 of the past 3 games, which is his season high, and he has been very efficient over the past 3 games, shooting 54.5% from the floor. Hamilton gives it off to Williams. Here's Kamara off a screen, gets past Dawson, hop step in the lane, and banks it in. Amadou Kamara, the junior from Harlem, New York. First year with Mercy after transferring from Monroe College. Only averaging 1.5 points per game this season. Bramble fakes the handoff, spins inside the paint, lost it, picks it back up. Had it knocked away. Stonkus has to get rid of it. St. Fercy was left open. Back iron on the 3. Knocked loose. Owens dives on the loose ball, and he is fouled. Great hustle play from Keanis Owens, the senior from Houston, Texas. Foul was on Amadou Kamara, his first, and that brings us to the media timeout. Bears lead at 5-4. But Nakeem Hamilton and Davon Cuffey, the 2 transfers, have been a big impact offensively for the Mavericks. Here's Stonkus inside the lane. A lot of contact, but no call. Here's Dondre Barnes, the sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia. Leads the team with nearly 2.5 assists per game. Knocked away by Dawson, but he's going to get called for the foul. That'll be his first personal. So now Brandon Redendo will check in along with Jordan Fuchs. Jordan Fuchs joining the team at the beginning of this semester. Played against Post last week for his New York Tech debut, and he has a really interesting story. Originally from Long Island, played high school basketball in Queens, and went to Indiana University and was a multi-sport athlete for the Hoosiers. There's Fuchs playing defense right there. Barnes can't hit the 3 over the outstretched arm of Fuchs. He went to Indiana to play football, but also walked onto the basketball team as a freshman. But injuries on the football field really took him away from basketball. Fuchs has his first points as a New York Tech Bear. He only played 3 games as a freshman at Indiana. That is on the basketball side. And was a tight end for 3 years with the Hoosiers. And had 1 semester of eligibility remaining. And had a connection with Evan Conti, since they're both natives of Queens and played high school basketball around the same time. So they were able to make it happen to get Fuchs on the court for 1 more semester. Mercy turns it over. And even though he's new to the team, Evan is expecting him to make a big impact for the Bears immediately. They're going to rely on him defensively, but also to score offensively. Bears working around the perimeter. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Knocked away by Griffin and out of bounds. Shot clock down to 5. Lobs it up. St. Percy has it. 3 seconds. Gets inside. Contested layup is off the mark. Barnes with his foot on the line. In and out. Bramble rips down the rebounds. Bramble averaging 7 rebounds per game this year, which leads the team. Fuchs pull up pop. Back iron. Barnes around the screen from Griffin. And it's going to be a traveling violation. Second turnover of the game for Mercy. Mercy coming off an 86-70 loss at Adelphi on Wednesday. They only shot 28% from three-point range in that game, while Adelphi shot over 46%. Here's Redendo on the stutter step. Thought about the 3. Now it's Dawson being guarded by Hamilton. Dawson gets around Fuchs. Shot clock winding down. Redendo, he'll try a 3 and hits. Redendo did not score against Post last week. Only had 3 shot attempts in 18 minutes off the bench. But hits a 3-pointer there to put the Bears up by 6. Here's Hamilton down the lane. Short on the layup. Dawson gets it up ahead to Fuchs, goes underneath, reverse layup is good. And Michael Munchko, third-year head coach for the Mavericks, is going to have to take a timeout with the Bears leading from deep. And Mercy this year is only shooting just under 41% from the field, which is 8th in the conference. Williams gets it inside for Griffin, lost it, recollects, working on Fuchs, and it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch on Brandon Wilson, the freshman out of Farmingdale, New Jersey. Marcus St. Percy checks in for Lorena Stankas. But you can see the impact of Jordan Fuchs. He's just a disruptor on the defensive end. St. Percy's left wide open, but leaves that one short. But you could tell Griffin just having immediate trouble with Fuchs on the interior. Hamilton around the screen from Griffin. Corey Lee tries a 3, back iron. Offensive rebound, denied by Fuchs, but he's fouled. Griffin went down hard. Looks like a miscommunication that time between Dawson and Fuchs. They both went up for the offensive rebound. And the ball was tipped loose as a result. So now Brian Griffin will go to the line after falling pretty hard. Griffin, if there's one downfall to his game, it's foul shooting. Shoots just over 59% from the line this season. He led the conference in rebounds last year, second in blocks, third in scoring. Also had 17 double-doubles last season, which was top 5 in Division II. Redshirt junior out of Pomona, New York. Went to St. Joe's High School in northern New Jersey. Known as a football powerhouse, but they have some really good teams across the board between basketball and baseball as well. So Griffin goes 1 for 2. Redendo wasting no time, finds Dawson. Bramble is left open, mid-range J, and rattles it in. Bramble has 4 points. Bramble has become one of the most consistent players for New York Tech this year. 14 points in 2 of the last 3 games, and it's going to be an offensive foul against Corey Lee. He didn't set his feet. Evan Conti told me before the game that if you take a look at Opong Bramble's stat line from about mid-December on, he has become the most consistent player on this team. You know exactly what you're getting from Bramble, night in and night out. Again, shooting 54.5% over the past 3 games. Redendo, quick trigger, hits a 3. The Bears are up by 12. 10.5 remaining here in the first half. That's Redendo's second triple of the night. Inside, count it, and 1. Lamont Williams Jr. drawing the foul and is able to muscle it up. Giannis Owens is going to check in for Bramble. Williams, a native of Irvington, New Jersey, in his second year with Mercy after transferring from the County College of Morris. Fuchs is looking for a guard, and he finds St. Percy. Fuchs working on Cuffey, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Fuchs. That's his first personal.
That's his second. And bring for the Bears, number 12, Loretta Stockton.
Halfway through the first half, and it's Nakeem Hamilton. Gives it off to Kamara. Dumps it off for Cuffey, and it's going to be a blocking foul on Lorena Stankus.
New York Tech foul number 12, Lorena Stankus. That's his second. Team 7.
So it's not a shooting foul. It's going to be a... Check that. They are going to say it's a shooting foul.
Bears are over the limit. On the line for Maverick with a 1-and-1 shot.
Oh no, I take that back. The Bears are over the limit. So it's going to be a 1-and-1 here for Amadou Kamara, who's only 1 for 5 from the foul line this season. And he misses the front end. Bramble pulls down his 6th rebound of the game. We're just past the halfway point here in the first half. Redendo passes up the 3. Kick out. St. Percy fires and hits. Marcus St. Percy puts the Bears up by 12. That's their largest lead of the game. Brian Griffin has been held to just 3 points. And they go to Griffin. He'll take the mid-range J. Too strong that time. Make that 7 rebounds for Bramble. The Bears 0-4 at home this year. Mercy 0-3 on the road. Dawson from the corner. Too long. Gets his own miss. Into the lane. Offensive foul. Basket does not count.
New York Tech foul number 2, Tim Dawson. That's his second, team safe.
So now 8:51 left in this first half, but you already have to start thinking about foul trouble for the Bears. Stankus, Dawson, Redendo, and Fuchs all have 2 fouls.
For Mercy, number 4, Kirkland.
So Evan Conti leaving, Redendo, Stonkus in the game with 2 fouls. Off the inbound. Hamilton inside the arc. Mid-range jumper is too long. Knocked loose. Hamilton dives on it. St. Fursey gets his hands on it. It's going to be a jump ball, and it will go to Mercy. Mercy shooting just 20% from the field. Bears at 38%. Also, Mercy has yet to hit a three-pointer, 0 for 7. Kirkland, make that 0 for 8, gets his own miss. Mercy has gone scoreless in the past 2 minutes. Hamilton finds Griffin. Cutting inside, Kirkland has it knocked away. Kirkland has it again, push shot. Rimming, yes. 10-point lead for the Bears. Redendo behind the screen. NBA range 3. Hamilton behind the screen from Griffin. Kicks it out to Cuffey. Cuffey averaging 7.5 points per game this year. And it's taken away. Here's Redendo running the break. Mercy gets back defensively. They're in a man-to-man defense. They go to Bramble in the paint. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Opong Bramble. That's his first.
New York Tech foul number 11, Opong Bramble. That's his first. Team's name.
And that brings us to the media timeout. Bears with a 17.5 points per game this year. That's 4th in the league. And leads the team in rebounding. Led the conference in rebounding last year with 300, which set a single-season program record. Cuffey has it. The floater along the baseline is short. And Evan Conti told me before the game he thinks Griffin is a Division I talent. He's definitely one of the premier players in this conference. And the stat sheet backs it up. Bramble gets inside. Defense collapses. Knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Tech.
Bears basketball.
St. Fursey had it knocked loose. Ball stays in bounds. St. Fursey dives on it. Wilson has it. One-on-one with Dawson. Wilson spinning inside. Stonkus pulls up and hits. The Bears have been scoreless for nearly 3.5 minutes, but that comes to an end with the Stonkus jumper, who has his first points of the night. Stonkus scoring a season-high 14 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Against Post last week, Kirkland can't hit. Stonkus had a career-high 19 points last year. The Bears have doubled up Mercy, 24-12. Here's Wilson on the acceleration, banks it in.
Brandon Wilson.
Bramble hits the jumper. Bramble's having himself a nice first half, 6 points and 7 boards. And the efficient shooting continues. 3 for 6 tonight. Wilson, the change of direction. Cuffey thought about it. Not much of a three-point shooter. Griffin battling Owens inside. Bramble pulls down the rebound. Cuffey just 3 for 11 on three-point attempts this season. Dawson, the shake and bake. Bramble across the lane. Hook shot's good. Bramble might have himself a double-double in the first half. 8 points and 8 boards. Oris Taver-Jonas getting set to check in. As Marcus St. Percy's called for the foul, which is his first personal, and that brings us to the final media timeout here in the first half. Bears points per game last season. But the Bears have done a nice job of D'ing him up. So now Oris Taver-Jonas checks in for the first time. St. Percy being guarded by Hamilton. 10 on the timer. Dawson, the acceleration. Stops on a dime. Taver-Jonas hands off. St. Percy off on the three. The Bears have made 4 of their last 5 from the floor. Hamilton goes up and under. Griffin can't get the tip in. Bramble with his 9th rebound of the game. Dawson sets up St. Percy. Stonkus is able to keep it alive, and the Bears have a second chance. Stonkus can't hit the triple. Barnes feeds Wilson, weaving his way inside, and Bramble has the rebound. Dawson pops out. He'll try the three and hits. Dawson hits his second three-pointer of the night. He has 6 points. Meanwhile, Mercy on the flip side, 0 for 8 from downtown as a team. Barnes around the screen from Cuffey. And it's going to be an offensive foul. That'll go against Dondre Barnes, which is his first personal. Only the 3rd team foul on Mercy here in the first half. Dawson off the screen, hits a three. Back-to-back threes for Tim Dawson, and the Bears have their largest lead of the night. Griffin takes the three, back iron. Rebound by Barnes. Griffin only shooting 34.5% from three-point range this year. He shot 46% last season. Barnes throws up an air ball. Griffin on the interior. Third chance, tips it in. Final minute here in the first. And a timeout is taken by the Bears. 34-18. 54.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll step aside.
If I lose.
Bears have done a nice job of limiting turnovers tonight. Just 5 turnovers, and they've held Brian Griffin to 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting. Griffin already has 10 rebounds, though. Bramble has 9 for the Bears. Taver Jonas looking for Bramble inside, poked away by Griffin. Here comes Wilson, broken up by Taver Jonas, and it's going to be a kick ball. But at the very least, that breaks up the fast break. Mercy just 1 of 6. 1 of their last 6 from the floor. Into the corner, Williams, guarded by Redendo. Got a 10-second differential between the shot and game clock. Wilson inside the arc, hits the long 2.
2-point basket for Brandon Wilson.
Wilson, the freshman out of Farmingdale, New Jersey, averaging just under 6 points per game, and he already has 6 here in the first half. Shot clock is off, final 10 seconds. St. Percy to Bramble for 3, banks it in. The other way, here's Wilson. Air ball. Well went over. Lorena Stonkus, Tim Dawson, Marcus St. Percy, Keanis Owens, and Opong Bramble. The 5 for the Bears. Stonkus and Dawson both have 2 fouls. Bramble banked in a 3-pointer with time winding down in the first half as his hook shot is blocked by Griffin. Griffin only had 5 points in that first half, so he's looking for a big second half. Griffin, one of the conference leaders at 17.5 points per game this season, as Kamara is fouled on the drive. And that is on Tim Dawson, which is his 3rd foul. That's a big one.
That's his 3rd. Team's first in the second half.
Dawson's going to stay in the game, though. Kamara has it taken away by St. Percy. St. Percy pedals right through Barnes. Owens cutting down the lane. He's fouled and 1.
Basket's good. Keanis Owens. Mavericks foul number 15. Amadou Kamara.
Nice feed for St. Percy. Owens was able to battle through the contact and has an and 1 opportunity. Owens just 2 for 6 from the line this season. It's his first trip to the line tonight. Those were his first points of the evening. Rebound tipped up, but it's controlled by Cuffey. Cuffey has yet to score as well. Barnes, pull up pop. Dawson on the acceleration. Dawson, baseline drive, goes up strong, but he has it knocked away. Lee up ahead for Barnes. Williams working on Dawson, gets around Dawson, flips it up, can't get it. Owens pivots, draws the double team. That 3-pointer that Bramble hit was just his 2nd 3-pointer all season. Back in the first half.
Mavericks foul for Andre Barnes. That's his 2nd, team 2nd. And the Mavericks with a 0, Nickname Hamilton.
Bramble inside the arc. Gets the roll. Bramble's up to 13 points, 1 shy of his season high. And he also has his 2nd double-double of the season. Also, that last foul was called on Dondre Barnes. He now has 2. Lee working on Owens. Had it knocked away. And it's going to go the other way. going to be a foul against Mercy before the inbound.
Mercy foul number 5, Corey Lee.
Foul was on Corey Lee, which is his second personal.
Injured for the Mavericks, number 25, Brian Wilson.
Also, that foul shot that Keanis Owens shot a couple possessions back, that was the first foul shot all night by the Bears. Not too often do you see a team taking their first foul shot in the second half. Bramble sets the screen. Dawson, mid-range. Won't go. Rebound. Cuffey gets it out to Hamilton. Hamilton across the lane. Fading away, banks it in. Well, so far this game has been the exact opposite of the kind of game these two teams played last year. Mercy won both games over the Bears last year, but they won those meetings by a combined 6 points. Bramble off the deflection, he hits. 15 points, a new season high for Opong Bramble. And now a foul against Nakeem Hamilton, so the Bears are going to get it right back. Everything is going Tech's way so far tonight. Bramble inside the arc. He was feeling it that time. Dawson's able to scramble to it. Looking for help. And a timeout is given to the Bears. For the Bears here in the second half. Stonkus off the handoff. Tipped up. Owens, the putback. Aggressive play by Keanis Owens. He's feeling the energy. He now has 4 points. Hamilton feeds Cuffey. Hamilton, hard drive into traffic, gets the roll.
Nakeem Hamilton.
Griffin has yet to score in the second half. Hamilton has been held to just 4 points on, check that, 6 points on 2 of 7 shooting. Bramble tries another 3 and knocks it down. You've got to be kidding me. Opong Bramble came into this game 1 for 4 on 3-pointers this season. Bramble pulls down the rebound. And tonight he's 2 for 2 on 3-pointers. I mean, that just came out of nowhere. I don't think that was in the scouting report for Mercy. Bramble, the hard drive, kick out. Owens. Bramble, the hot hand. Right back to Bramble. Hook shot's good. Opong Bramble has tied his career high with 20 points. The Bears have a 26-point lead. Lee, stutter step inside, fouled by Owens.
Mavericks foul, correction, New York Tech Bears foul, number 20, Keanis Owens. That's his first team.
That'll bring us to the media timeout. Nothing special about it, but it's just the fact that Bramble is taking 3-pointers with confidence. He is 2 for 2 from 3-point land tonight. Jordan Fuchs back into the game for Tech. He's playing with 2 fouls. Bramble had been 1 for 4 on 3-pointers all season. And League goes 1 for 2.
Re-entering for the Mavericks, number 21, Brandon Wilson.
St. Percy around the screen from Bramble. Bramble trying to post up. Fuchs, pass is tipped, and Bramble gets the deflection and can't hit the layup. Barnes, hop step inside, feeds Griffin, and he traveled. It's going to be a turnover. 9 turnovers for the Mavericks tonight, compared to just 6 for Tech. Griffin goes around Fuchs. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Opong Bramble. It's only his second personal. Tim Dawson on the bench right now with 3 personal fouls. Barnes being guarded tightly by St. Fursey. Inside to Griffin, backs his way in, and he's fouled by Fuchs. That's his 3rd foul.
There's foul number 13, Jordan Fuchs. That's his 3rd, team's 4th.
So now Brian Griffin at the line for 2 shots, shooting just over 59% from the line this year. He hasn't scored in the second half yet, only 5 points for Griffin tonight. And he misses the first. So Griffin splits a pair. He has 6 points, which is about 11 points shy of his average. So Fuchs stays in the game with those 3 fouls. Stonk is leading in. Bramble the follow. Can't get it. Gets his own miss. Denied by Griffin and controlled by Kirkland. Out in transition. Here's Kamara. Had it knocked loose by Fuchs. Loose on the interior. Griffin has it. Left hand is good.
Brian Griffin.
St. Fursey's going to slow the tempo. Bramble the hard drive, and he is fouled by Brandon Wilson, which is his first personal.
His first, team's 5th. Re-entering for Mercy number 0, in Hamilton.
St. Fursey feeds Stonkus in the corner. Entry feed for Bramble. It's knocked loose by Hamilton, but he is called for the foul. That's going to be the 2nd foul on Hamilton, and that's now 6 fouls on Mercy, so the next one will put the Bears in the bonus. And a miscommunication between Bramble and St. Fursey. That's going to be a backcourt violation.
Backcourt violation against the Bears.
Still only the 9th turnover for Tech tonight. For the most part, they've done a good job of taking care of the basketball. Mercy still has yet to hit a 3-pointer, 0 for 11 as a team. They haven't even attempted a 3-pointer in the second half. Hamilton drives into Owens, and he's fouled.
There's foul number 20, Owens.
That's now 2 fouls on Owens.
On the line for the Mavericks with 2 shots is Hamilton.
Hamilton coming off a 13-point and 3-rebound performance at Adelphi a week ago. And he shoots just under 79% from the field. But he's made an immediate impact for Mercy this year in his first year with the Mavericks, after transferring from Hostos Community College in the Bronx. But he comes up empty from the line. Hamilton averaging 13.5 points per game this year, leading the team with just over 1 steal per game as well. Redendo, the runner, is good. Redendo's up to 8 points. First bucket of the second half. Barnes lost his balance. And last touch was on Tech. Kirkland thought about the three. Hamilton trying to get around St. Fercy, looking for an opening, and he traveled. Fuchs inside the arc. Too strong that time. Barnes up ahead. Kirkland, quick trigger. Off on the three. Owens can't get the rebound. Griffin has it. Griffin fighting forward with Owens. And it looks like the tempers have flared. Owens and Griffin just going at it. Gonna get his points and just dominate as he usually does. If he scores 25, 30 points, so be it. But we just need to limit the guard play from the perimeter. But I don't think Evan Conti or anyone else expected Brian Griffin to only have 8 points here with under 12 minutes remaining in the game. That is a huge plus for the Bears. Barnes gives it up top. Hamilton, entry feed for Griffin. Lost it, and it's picked up by Stonkus. Griffin has turned it over 3 times. And a foul's going to be called against Marcus St. Fercy. They say he pushed off to... Oh, check that. It's on Lorena Stonkus away from the basketball. So Tech gives it right back to Mercy. Mercy has not scored in just over 2 minutes. And that's now 3 fouls on Stonkus. So Stonkus, Dawson, and Fuchs all have 3 fouls. And all 3 of them are on the floor. They go inside to Cuffey, working on Fuchs, fading away, gets the roll. Fuchs in, that's going to be an offensive foul. That's his 4th. He just barreled right over Nakeem Hamilton. Fuchs had the huge mismatch on Hamilton, who's only 6'2", 180. Fuchs has about 4 inches and about 40 pounds on Hamilton. Mavericks weave it up top. Barnes around the screen. Kamara driving on Owens. Shot clock winding down. Barnes tries to split the defense, recollects, dumps it off to Cuffey. The kick out, Hamilton has to put it up. He hits.
3-point basket for Hamilton.
Hamilton hits his first 3-pointer of the night. As a matter of fact, that is Mercy's first 3-pointer of the night. 1 for 13 as a team. Dawson finds Owens. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Bramble bullies his way into the paint. Can't finish. Dawson has it. Kicks it out. St. Fercy extra feed. Redendo for 3. So Redendo's at the line for 1 shot. And he makes Mercy pay for it. And it stays with Tech. So this is already a 4-point possession after Redendo hit the 3, plus the technical foul shot, and a chance for more. Griffin re-enters for Mercy. And there's a foul away from the basketball.
Oh, now everything they do is foul.
Mavericks foul number 4.
Foul was on Garrett Kirkland.
Entering for Mercy number 2, Lamont Williams Jr.
Only the first foul on Kirkland. And the Bears are now in the bonus, as are the Mavericks. Dawson's pass is stolen by Barnes. Barnes into the lane, lays it in. Dawson wasting no time. The lob for Bramble, too strong. Griffin asking for help. And Redendo's going to get called for the foul. That's his 3rd. So that'll be a 1-and-1 for Dondre Barnes. First trip to the line tonight for Barnes, who shoots just under 74% from the line this season. And he hits the front end. Had 13 points in the first game against Tech last year, but only 2 points in the second. And he goes 2 for 2. Barnes is up to 4 points. No one is in double figures for Mercy yet. Redendo around Owens, flips it out. Owens takes the mid-range J. High arcers off the mark. Wilson driving hard into the lane, dumps it off for Griffin, and he stepped on the baseline.
Mavericks are out of bounds. They're in bounds. Entering for Mercy number 0, Nikki Hamilton.
Approaching the 8-minute mark. And a foul away from the basketball. It's another turnover. Foul is on Keanis Owens, which is his 3rd. So Stonkus, Dawson, Owens, and Redendo all have 3 fouls. Fuchs is on the bench with 4 fouls. Barnes around the screen, pulls up for 3, and hits. Just the second 3-pointer of the night for Mercy. First one for Barnes. Owens gets it to Redendo. Redendo backs out, fires, up 3. The 4th 3-pointer of the night for Redendo. He has 15. Denied by Owens. Hamilton tried to test the big man. And St. Fercy's fouled in transition by Lamont Williams Jr. That'll put St. Fercy on the line for a 1-and-1 after the media timeout. Bears lead it 59-40, 7:17 remaining in Old West. 1-and-1, shooting just under 69% from the stripe this season. And he hits the front end. St. Fercy has struggled shooting the basketball tonight. 4 points on just 1 of 9 shooting. However, he does have 8 assists. And he goes 2 for 2. And those 8 assists are tied for a season high, a mark he set against Adelphi this season. Barnes around the double screen up high. Hamilton hits Williams in rhythm, in and out on the 3. Up ahead for Stonkus, gets inside the lane. Shot is blocked by Williams. Hamilton accelerates inside. Finger roll at the rim is too strong. St. Fursey looking for help. And now he's able to slow the tempo. St. Fursey looks inside for Bramble. Dawson had to reach for that one. Back inside, Bramble through the double team, blocked by Griffin. Griffin still with only 8 points. Shot broken up. Bramble had a say in that one defensively, and Dawson is fouled. Looks like it's going to go against Davon Cuffey. That's his first personal. And that'll put Dawson on the line for a 1-and-1.
Entering for the Bears, number 32, Horace Taver-Jonas.
Horace Taver-Jonas checks in for Keanis Owens. Owens was playing for a while with 3 fouls as Dawson hits the front end.
First shot is good. He'll shoot one more.
Dawson 3 assists tonight, 2 turnovers. And now up to 10 points after that make from the foul line. The Bears are 5 for 6 from the line tonight. They didn't attempt a single foul shot until the second half. Barnes on the acceleration, reverse layup won't go, and Griffin is there to tip it in. So Griffin gets into double figures. He has a double-double, 16 rebounds tonight for Griffin. In case you were wondering what Griffin's season high in rebounds is, he had 26 against Nyack this year. Opong Bramble with the layup on the interior. He has a new career high with 22 points. And he's been efficient as well. 10 for 21 shooting as Bramble pulls down that rebound. That's his 14th of the night. Bramble sets the screen. St. Fursey pull-up pop. Too strong that time. So not only does Bramble have a career-high 22 points, he also has a season-high 14 rebounds. Williams, the hard drive inside. And ball was knocked out of bounds. That'll be Bears basketball. I'm surprised basket interference was not called that time because it looked like Griffin grabbed the net as that ball was going around the rim. Four and a half minutes remaining. Stonkus pops out, open, 4-3. First three-pointer of the night for Lorenas Stonkus. He has 7 points. The Bears have their largest lead of the night. Lee with the hard drive inside. Taver-Jonas called for the foul.
Bears foul number 32. Horace Taver-Jonas. That's his first.
Bears riding a 12-2 run over the past 3.5 minutes.
2 shots is Corey Lee.
So Corey Lee at the line for 2 shots, and he misses the first. Lee only with 1 point tonight. Averages 5 points per game this year. Sophomore out of Huntington Station, New York. Stonkus thought about it, and he traveled, picked up his pivot foot. That'll bring us to the final media timeout of the night. The Bears with a commanding 25-point lead with 3:46 remaining in. And they've held Brian Griffin to just 10 points. Redshirt junior averages 17.5 points per game this year as Taver Jonas is going to get called for the foul.
Bears foul number 32, Oris Taver Jonas.
So Corey Lee will go back to the line for 2 shots where he just went 1 for 2.
2 shots, Corey Lee.
Corey Lee went to Trinity Pauling, same high school as Brandon Redendo. An average 14.5 points per game, 7 rebounds per game. And the second one's in and out. Fuchs back into the game. He has 4 fouls. The Bears were in foul trouble for a while, but they've been able to limit the damage. Fuchs on the interior, can't hit. Fuchs fouled out of the last game at post last week as Williams drains the 3. Fuchs with 4 points tonight in his Recreation Hall debut. Brandon Redendo and Kyle Thomas getting set to check in on the next dead ball. Thomas, a walk-on sophomore out of Rosedale, New York. Stonkus pull up pop and he hits. Stonkus now with the 9 points on 4 of 10 shooting. Very quietly, he's had himself a productive night. Williams into the lane, throws up a wild shot, and it's controlled by the Bears, who can now start to kill this clock as we approach 2:20 remaining. Stonkus off a screen, catching fire for 3. Stonkus now up to 12 points. He is the 4th New York Tech player to reach double figures, along with Dawson, Bramble, and Redendo. Barnes picked up by Fuchs. He has the mismatch. Barnes drives past him, kicks it into the corner. Extra feed. Williams long on the 3 ball. And that's now 8 rebounds for Lorena Stonkus. 30-second timeout taken by the Bears. 1:34 remaining from Recreation Hall. We'll step aside. Pearson and Kyle Thomas. Thomas, a sophomore out of Rosedale, New York. McPherson, a freshman out of Coram, New York. Here's Thomas, gets to the hole and lays it in. Kyle Thomas with his first career points. And the bench erupts for Kyle Thomas. And a traveling violation on Corey Lee gives it back to the Bears. Let's see if they try to get McPherson a shot now. McPherson looking for help. Drives inside. Lost it. Fuchs is able to recollect. 15 on the timer. Fuchs drives, gives it. McPherson. Jumper is off. Got some shaky legs that time. He's not used to the in-game action. Driving inside. It's Garrett Kirkland. Draws the foul and count the basket.
Bears foul number 10, Kyle Thomas. That's his first.
Foul is on Kyle Thomas, who picks up his first career foul.
Is Garrett Kirkland.
Kirkland, first trip to the line tonight. 8 for 10 from the line this season. And he completes the 3-point play. Pearson gives it up to Thomas, and he has it poked away. Redendo throws it up, tipped, stolen. Kamara ahead of the field. And now the shot clock is off, so the Bears can hold here. Kamara still showing some backcourt pressure, forcing Thomas to get it over. And it's poked away by Kamara, but he stepped out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Bears basketball.
Redendo weaves through traffic and takes it out. Final seconds here from Recreation Hall. The Bears pick up their first home win of the season, their first conference win. They get to 2-13 overall and 1-3 in conference play, as Mercy falls to 3-11 overall and